What's going on, Giants fans, man? Welcome back to New York Giants Full Access. You know the season's ready to start, and I'm going to be talking about a guy that's been totally disrespected since he's been here with the New York Giants, and that is Darius Slayton, man. Can this man change the minds of the New York Giants fan base this year? We're going to talk about it, man, and we're going to get into it right here on New York Giants Full Access, man. So let's get into it, man. Welcome to New York Giants Full Access. All right. We're gonna be talking about Mr. Darius Slayton, man, and it seems that a lot of people feel like this about him when it comes to him being a receiver for the New York Giants. They boo the man. They boo him. You know, it's it's kind of crazy that Giants fans they talk so bad about the years of Daniel Jones and how he held so many people back. And then when it comes to Darius Slayton, the only thing they want to talk about is the drops, even though his drops have declined the past 2 seasons. And he was the only consistent thing this receiving core has seen for the past 5 years before Malik Neighbors got here. It was him. And he's not a number one receiver. He's not this, he's not that. Well, if he's not a number one receiver and he's going against number one corners with a bad offensive line, with a bad offensive scheme, and with the worst quarterback you've ever seen, but he still averaged 700 yards per season, that doesn't tell you something about him. That doesn't tell you that, hey, now that we got Malik Neighbors and maybe we got a decent offensive line with a couple of quarterbacks that you do feel that's way better than what we had in Daniel Jones. You don't think this guy can be better? And the first thing everybody wants to bring, oh, the drops. Well, you do know Malik Neighbors and all the other receivers had more drops than him last year. You do know that a guy that everybody hypes up on this roster, and Wan'Dale Robinson, had 144 targets and didn't even reach the yardage that Darius Slayton gets on average, with less than half those targets most of the time. I think the most targets he's ever gotten is 80, maybe high 80s, 88. And you mean to tell me you could cheer on the guy and say he's this, he's that, he's this with almost double those targets with less yards? So Darius Slayton can't get no respect. He can't get no respect in this Giants community. Even though he averaged 700 to 750 yards with a quarterback that you guys say was the worst quarterback to ever play, just about. Oh, he was holding everybody back. Everybody could get better, but everybody could get better but Darius Slayton. That's the only guy that can't get better. The guy that had to fight his way on the roster when Brian Daboll first got here. Had to fight through Alex Bachman, David Seals, Johnson, Kenny Galladay, Darius Toney. Riggs, Shepard, Sterling Shepard. Fought through all those guys and played 4 to 5 less games and still was your number one receiver that year. After a regime that said they had no confidence in you and buried you on the depth chart, you wind up being their number one guy. But this is a guy you can't get behind the respect. A guy that been through the turmoil with the Daniel Jones, with one of the worst offensive lines, with Saquon Barkley getting hurt all the time. He's been the most consistent, but the most consistent guy that's on a team that you cry that's inconsistent is the guy that can't get any praise. He's the guy, the most consistent guy you got. He's the only guy that can't get better with a consistent quarterback, with a consistent offensive line. He's the only guy that can't get better. Wan'Dale Robinson could get better. The Malik Neighbors could get better. Jalen Hyatt could get better. Theo Johnson could get better. Bellinger can get better. Tyrone Tracy can get better. But the only guy that can't get better is Darius Slayton. With better offensive line play and better quarterback play. Make it make sense. The most consistent guy is the guy that everybody says that can't get better. Even though people like Wan'Dale Robinson, who gets the targets, can't crack 700 yards. Jalen Hyatt can't even get on the field. But he gets more praise than Darius Slayton. Undrafted free agents and Bo Collins. He gets more praise than Darius Slayton. Like, you got to make it make sense, man. The most consistent guy for your offense the past 6 years with the worst quarterback play that you can think of imaginably. Average 700 yards with that quarterback play. And you get better quarterback play and better offensive line play, and he's the guy that can't get better? Sounds like a narrative and an agenda to me. I guarantee if you give Slayton 144 targets, he gets 1,000 yards. Because he's averaging 700 on 77 to 80 targets. So if you give him 60 more targets, you do the math. But hey, it is what it is, man. You don't like Slayton. For whatever reason, you don't like Slayton. I like the guy. I think he's consistent, and I think he's one of the most mentally strong players on this team. No matter what he's been through, no matter what he went through, he always stayed strong, and he stayed loyal to the New York Giants, even when the Giants wasn't loyal to him. Think about that. He's actually going to go down as one of the better receivers in Giants history, whether you like it or not. Just keep it at a buck. But hey, this is New York Giants Full Access, man, with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. Hey, check out K&P Productions, man, the official sponsor of the Aboriginal Sports Network and channels like mine's here on Big Pat Sports Talk, man. If you're a content creator, any content needs you have, production needs you have for the content that you want to put out, or if you're a business, if you need a commercial, if you need an intro, outro, a website, it doesn't matter what you need. K&P Productions got you, man. Go and hit up K&P Productions on knpproductions.com and on the Aboriginal Sports Network, the official sponsor. Man, this is New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk, and y'all gonna quit booing Darius Slayton, man. I guarantee you after this season, you're gonna be clapping for him, man. I promise you. Give the man a chance and let him show what he can do with Russell Wilson out there and eventually Jackson Dart. And you may have a number 2 receiver right here on this team. And if you don't, at the very least, a number 3. But hey, you guys don't want to do anything. You just want to bash somebody. Well, you got drops, and the dude had the least drops on the team last year, and his drops have gone down each season. So it is what it is, man. But to the next episode, y'all know what it is, man. Peace.
New York Giants.